Howdy folks, welcome to episode 34. We're going to continue pretty much where we left off, and I think what we're going to do is we're going to, oh good, I did fill this up. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to bring this engine, and I think we're going to teleport it, because I don't want to drive an empty engine all the way out here. So we're going to bring this engine to here. We need to get these cordwood cars. We're going to grab the cordwood cars, bring them up here, get cordwood. And then on the way back, we're going to pick up these flat cars, and we're going to bring all that back down over to our sawmill. See, because we only have 26 lumber, we need more lumber than that. So we're going to get, we're going to bring the logs over. Oh, that's not cordwood, we need logs. Oh, we already have those. Okay, this is even better. I was thinking we need the cordwood cars, but no, we don't need cordwood to make that. We're going to bring the log cars then. So we're just going to bring this train. Okay, that works too then. We're going to, that's filled up too. Okay, cool. So let me make sure the brakes are off on this one. Brakes are off. Okay, cool. So we're just going to bring this train, and I think maybe we don't need both engines. Yeah, I think we will need both engines. Okay, we're just going to do that then. We're going to bring both engines. And... wow, that's loud. We're going to bring both engines. And we're going to bring those to the logging camp. I'm glad I didn't get the cordwood cars and then realize it after the fact. Because that could have sucked. Alright. Coming through town here, do we have any switches that we need to deal with? That one there. And then... these here, we're going to come through here and go across and go around and then come back down. Okay, that one's going to be straight. That one's going to be straight. This one's going to go that way. And then we're going to the logs. So we need to go on that side. That's correct. Okay, good. I think we got everything. We're going to take our time here through the station. Take it a little easy here. A little. A little bit. There we go. Alright. And then, yeah, we'll go get our logs, and then we need to bring our whatchamacallits back. That's good, because that means we don't have to move these out of the way in order to get the other things. I'm not sure how much of that we're actually going to get in this one episode. We'll see. I don't think we're going to get all the way to having the lumber there, but we'll see what we can do. Because once we get the lumber cars loaded up, we're going to take these off. We're not going to leave those on the train. So we're going to have to figure that out once we get down to the not the logging camp, the sawmill. I almost said lumber yard. What's wrong with What's wrong with lumber yards? I own 2 of them. Alright. I can't remember where they are, though. It was something like that. Okay. See if we can speed up a little here. There we go. Much better. Alright, so we're going to come into town here. I think we're just going to take the... Should we take the reverser? We're going to have to do it one way or the other. I'm just trying to think of when we come through... Let me see. When we come back through, we're going to want to be... Yeah, we're going to want to be this way when we come back through, because we're going to want to connect those on the back. So we will just back up to get up to the logging camp. There we go. And then we're going to flip that switch there. And reverser. There we go. And remember, this corner coming up here is the sharpest one, I think, that we have in the whole map. So we do need to take it easy around this. I'm kind of thinking we just need to disconnect Tweety. I don't think we're going to need Tweety for anything. And yeah, I think that's what we'll do. We're going to do that. So let's go like this. We're going to disconnect this. There we go. And we're going to move this forward. And let me see. There we go. Okay. Because where do we need this to be? We need this to be off to the side somewhere. We should have put it on the siding, shouldn't we? We should just put it on a siding over there. Hold on. Do we have another siding? We have a third one that we can put up here. I think that's where we should put it. We should put it on that third siding, shouldn't we? That makes more sense. Okay. Instead of just leaving it in the middle of the... Whoops. In the middle of the track. Alright, this should just hook up then. I think. There we go. This should just hook up and go, right? There we go. Let's see if we can safely navigate this corner. I don't know. Yeah. I would think, I was just going to say, I think in compression, it looked like that car was coming off. Didn't it? From that? I was going to say in compression is probably the worst way to go around that corner too. Because the corner of the car hits the corner of the inside corner of the one car, hits the corner of the other car that it's pushing on. And that's where everything explodes, right? Okay, so we're going to come up here. And then we're going to stop after we get to this. We can turn the bell off. Let's see. Alright, so we're going to flip this switch. And then we're going to go this way and this way. And then we're going to put a track here with the link. And that should just do its thing. Like that. Cool. And so we should be able to just put the engine on this. The Tweetsy. Alright. Let's go like this. Oh, we need to disconnect. There we go. And we should be able to pull this out forward. There we go. Okay, cool. Make sure we're going the right way. Okay, cool. And we are off the fall. Betsy is off the fall. Alright, cool. Alright, that works. That should do... Whoa, why are you... No, 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 no. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Brake, 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 brake. There we go. Okay. Alright. There we go. Whoops. Not that. There we go. VV. Okay. And then we're going to flip that switch so that we come back through. We're not ramming into that. Okay. And then we're going to come across this way, and then we've got that switch already. Okay, cool. Oh, we do have a turnaround up there. I suppose we could have gone up head first. But then we wouldn't have been able to drop that off as easily. So that works too. Okay. I forgot we put the loop up there. That's cool. Alright, so we're going to load these up. We'll come back down, and I think we'll attach... I think what we'll do is we'll leave this in the middle. And we'll pull both trains down. So we'll attach the, whatchamacallit. I'm not sure that that's a... Maybe we'll put this on the back end. This is the front, and the other engine is the center. But yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Something like that. Or maybe we'll just bring these down there and leave them there and then do the other one separately. I'm not sure. My goal was to, like, just save the effort of driving 2 trains separately along the same piece of track. Drive one train down to the sawmill and then come back and drive the other train down to the sawmill. I'm trying to, like, double them up. Yeah, I'm trying to think of how I want to do that. Wait, this is a triple? I want to make sure... Okay, that is in the correct... Okay, good. I don't want to go flying through that one. Alright, cool. Yeah, I definitely don't want to go flying off that way. I don't remember what that was for. What was that even for? Why is that a triple switch? I guess we could put a siding on there too, huh? Is that up here? No, it's not up here. It's up there. Okay. So we got to put some... I like somebody mentioned that they got markers on the side, and I think I get the impression that they basically did it in such a way that it looks natural. They're not just markers. They're natural looking things that happen to be markers. You know what I mean? That work well as markers, as opposed to, like, I'm just going to put signs up. Let's see. And I think it was every 20 ties, something like that, was 1/2 car length. Something like that. Okay. There we go. See if we can get that. There we go. And that one's going to take 3. So what we're going to do is we're going to get this one up to this thing. Yeah, so it'll put it on this one. That's perfect. And then we can load up the other one at the same time. Okay. And then when we get done with all that, we'll bring the last one back on. There we go. That should... We'll get those 2 at the very end. That's perfect. Okay. I really wish you could just have it auto-load, you know? Set that on auto-load and it loads when the car gets there. Like it starts turning when the car gets there. Come on, you can do it. There we go. Perfect. Nope. There. That looks right. Okay. Cool. We'll get that. Is it 6? Okay, the car is loaded. Alright, so we're going to go forward. And I think we should be able to tell when these get there. I'm hoping that one keeps going. I don't think it's going to, though. I'm surprised my car didn't like physics. Physics yeet. We got 4 of them. Good, it's still loading. As long as we're moving. Hopefully it'll keep loading. There's one more car. Let's try that and see if that's going to work for us. As far as on the back end here. I think we got the last car here. Let's see where that's going to go. Come on. Which one did that? Okay, it did go onto that one. So we're going to put the reverser on. And right after the second one go... Is it not going to go? Oh, there it is. Okay. And then we're going to start going backwards a little bit. 1/2 car length. Would you move the stupid things? Is it going to... It stopped. It stopped, didn't it? Okay. I can't see it now because of the text is in my way. I hate that. You know when you're driving your car and the text pops up in your vision? Future people problems. Why is it? Okay. Freight car is fully loaded. Okay, so I need to come forward a little bit. I need to come forward a little. I like how the other one just doesn't stop at all, ever. It's not even consistent about it. Forward a little. There we go. Let's try that. See if this back one will load. Yeah, I like how that one's just doing its thing. It's just going to town. It's like the Bugs Bunny factory that just keeps going for no reason. There we go. Okay, I think we got it. And you got like even the saw sounds like add to the effect too, right? But you got like the white gloves. You know, the wheel with, it looks like a water wheel with like white glove with three fingers on it and all that. Okay, so if we come this way, then we're going to be facing, let me think here. If we come this way, we're going to be facing the back end, and then we're not going to be able to put the other engine on this stuff. Yeah, let's come out this way then, and we'll turn around on the bottom. Okay. And the other thing is, now I don't have to worry about messing up the switch. That's the switch that'll kill you. You go over it the wrong way. It's not a spring switch. Okay. That's the one that'll mess up. Alright. I wonder if the, I didn't even look, but, you know, in the multiplayer options, does the, because I'm sure you can't just, like, disable players being able to flip switches. I mean, what's a player even going to do? They can't get around the map the way they want to, right? But that means that somebody could just sit there, some malicious player could just sit there on the map and wait until a train comes the wrong way on one of those three switches and flip it right at the last second. Or as the train's going across a switch, any switch, flip the switch, because I assume it'll allow you to do that. The game will allow you to do that. Alright. Give it a little bit of break. There we go. Come down to 30. There we go. I think we're good there. Yep, I think we're good there. Still got our two cars on the bottom. Okay, cool. We're good. And then where do we want to do this other thing? I think we're going to do this like this. And let me see. I'm trying to think of how I want to do this. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, so we're going to leave this on the main line. But barely. Actually, no, yeah, that's fine. We want to leave this on the main line up here. Because we're going to come down here. We're going to bring this onto the front of it. So we'll do this. And we're going to stop before we get to that main line there. And actually, we'll use this to come around the corner instead of the other one. I think that's the way to do it. So, and I forgot to hit the whistle. Alright, so what we're going to do here is we're going to... I think these are flat, so I don't think there's any brakes on here. So we're going to go like this. I don't think there's any brakes on. Alright, and we're going to put some fuel in here. See? It needs fuel already. Alright, and we're going to go forward. We're doing some slow speed operations. I think it's appropriate to do that, right? We're not going to hit that, are we? No, we're just going to miss it. Okay, cool. And then we want to come back past this switch here. That one there. And then we're going to flip this switch. And we're going to open up this one. Let's make sure that these back ones aren't braked. That's a word, right? Braked. Oh, you know what? We're going to hit Betsy with that, aren't we? I think we are, so we're going to have to come back and disconnect Betsy again, but that's fine. Okay. Alright, so we're going to back into this. And then we'll disconnect Betsy. And then we should be good. So we're going to do this. And then we're going to go like this and come forward a little bit. Alright, now Betsy has brakes on. So, re-rail. So that should be okay. There we go. Nice. That's perfect. Alright. So then we should be able to just bring this around the corner. I think we're going to bring it all the way around the corner by itself and then connect them on the other side instead of doing it this way. So we're going to go like this. Alright. Yeah, we'll get this around the corner, and I think we might even just bring it all the way around this and get it on the straightaway before we connect everything up. And I think we probably should have put this in the back, but we don't have any super sharp corners to go around. So, I mean, apart from this one, I don't think we have any super sharp corners to worry about, like string lining and stuff. So I think we'll be okay as far as that goes. Alright, that one's around the corner, so let's get some speed so we can coast around this next one. There we go. Because we need to coast around this corner too. This one is just as tight. Almost. There we go. We're losing a little speed, so let's give it a little juice here. Alright, there we go. Cool. So then, we need to make sure we do is flip that switch, and then this one's going to go up here. Is that right? I think that's right. Let's make sure. So we're going to go up here. That's the one that goes to the... Yep, that's the one. Okay, cool. Still got a little bit to go. Yeah, we should be able to get our lumber and our whatchamacallit. I think we might even use the other. I think... Yeah, I'm not sure if we should pull with this one or push with the other one. It would be nice if we could coordinate them so that we're not putting a ton of either tension or compression on these, but it's going to be more than 1 ton, too. But you know what I mean. A lot. Alright. And that's 2 separate words. Just like a little is 2 separate words, a lot is 2 separate words. It's not A-L-L-O-T any more than it's A-L-L little. Okay. That's how I remember that. I don't know how anybody doesn't get that. I don't know. Anyway. Alright. Okay, so... Alright, because that'll save us the trouble of having to do this whole run twice. So we're going to go like this. And... I'm just trying to think if those water... I mean, we do need those water things down at the water thing, but I don't want to... I don't want to take the time to connect it. But it seems, you know, it seems like we should be bringing the water thingies. The water cars. I'm still trying to make a decision right now. Nah, we'll do it. We'll do it if we need it. I don't think we're going to need water for right now. So. Alright, and then we're just going to utilize the spring switch here. Or we'll get in here and flip it. Where'd it go? Where's our... There it is. Okay. That switch. And then everything else is set. Okay. We're good. At least until we get past this switch. Once we get past this switch, then we gotta worry about the other thing. There we go. Alright, so we're past that switch. We can flip it back. There we go. And then we can flip this one back too. You know, it's preferable to not have to use it as a spring switch for some reason. I think as far as the role-playing or whatever goes, you know, I think they were trying to say that their reason when they didn't originally add in the spring switches was they were like, well, they didn't exist at that time or something. So, yeah. But also, you didn't have one person running the entire railroad either. You know, you didn't have one person who was driving the train and loading the stuff and building the tracks and, you know, and all the other things, doing all the chores. Okay, there we go. We're coming down a hill here too, so we should be okay as far as momentum goes. Alright, so we're going to come across that, and then we need to slow down a little bit. Once we get closer here, there we go. Looks like that's going to be about perfect. Beautiful. Okay, so let's come back up to here. We're going to leave the brake off. Let's do this. We're going to turn the brake off on this one. Turn off the brake. And then we're going to come back to this one. And we'll drive it. We'll drive it from the middle. We're going to push gently. Alright, brakes. Gently. Alright. Alright, cool. And so we're going to bring this to up here. Those switches are good, right? Yeah, because I think we did use that as a bypass last time, because you got to build bypasses. Alright, and then the first train is actually going to go that way. That one's going to go over to there. This one's going to come over to here. Okay. Cool. So we are good all the way there. Alright. I'm really tempted to go up to the front and use that one to get moving too. But I think we'll wait. Do we have a regulator on this? We don't have a regulator. Okay. I think we just have to do that. And I don't remember, I don't think we have a downhill. Do we have a little bit of downhill? I mean, if we have some downhill, it's not that big of a deal, really. Let's see if we can get this moving a little faster. Alright. Has it really been 15 minutes since the last time when we were loading up the... Wow. We were loading up the other stuff? Okay. And then... Oh yeah, we got a ways. Okay. We have a ways to go. I think it's better as far as once we get on this hill and we're trying to stop, I think it's... or slow down at least. I think it's healthier to have this doing the braking rather than the one in the front having this pushing against all those cars. I think that's more likely to end in disaster than if you brake from the middle and this is going to go all into tension instead of compression. Because that engine on the front is going to want it. Oh, yeah. Like this. I wasn't even looking at the speed. I was too busy talking. And being proud of myself for remembering the difference between tension and compression. The words for that. I know I'm using proper words. It's like, what's going on here, right? Alright. I can't hear the engine anyway, so I guess that doesn't help. There we go. Yeah, for all I know, that I wanted to turn the light on before we did this, the generator on the front, because as you can see, it's totally blind. For all I know, the engine's, you know, tumbling away. You can see the dark spot. Well, I can anyway. I don't know if you can see it on the recording, but yeah. Depends on how the film comes out, right? We gotta wait an hour for the photo mat to develop it before I know. Alright, is this the last hill? I think this is the last hill. Yeah, okay. So we're coming up on the switch. Alright. Yeah, okay, cool. That's just about perfect. So we want to stop before this train gets completely... before this engine gets to the switch, at least. So... we'll just do this. And then we'll bring that up. Yeah, I think we might get the cars loaded. But that's about it. Okay. There we go. Okay, so our brakes are on. So we should be able to let this go. But then it's going to want to run away, isn't it? There we go. Okay. It's not on that much of a hill, is it? Okay, good. That works too. Apparently it's not on a hill, so it's not going to run away. All right. Let's do this. Perfect. Okay. I'm getting better at using the keys instead of the mouse. Because then I can just use the mouse to keep looking around, and I don't have to stop looking around in order to use the controls. Because we have all the controls we need on the mouse. There we go. Okay, and then it's the lumber that we want, not the beams. So we're going to bring this up to here. Let's see here. Bring this up to here. That looks about perfect. Okay. And it looks like the end of the car matches up with the end of this stairway. Okay, cool. So we'll get these at least loading, and then we're going to go over to here and get this stuff unloaded. Whoops. All right. You go that way. There we are. All right. We're getting low on water on this one, too. I really need to do something about the water on these. Because I'm pretty sure when this runs out of water, it runs out of steam, too. It can't make steam. I know in real life you can't, but I'm pretty sure it simulates that, too. Is what I'm saying. Yeah, I know. If there's no water, you can't make steam. But that doesn't mean in the game that it goes through that process. All right. Let's see. Yeah, we just need to stop at the... because this is already set up in such a way that We didn't put it here, in other words. So it's already set up so that these, if you drop them on there, they'll end up in the logging pond. So we should be able to come out. There we go. Out to there. We might even be able to dump the whole train at the same time. I think it was 6 cars, wasn't it? It was something like that. Well, we're going to bring this up to the front. A little bit more. There we go. Okay. And, alright. So we should be able to drop off this. Yep, that's working. Awesome. And that, and that. Nice. I think that last one didn't actually go into the pond, did it? But anyway, I think our thing is good. So let's go over to here. See what we got. See, it's making a ton of it. Cool. All right. Grab some more fuel. Load this thing up. All right. And we're going to go... Whoops. All right. There we go. So we need to get this aligned with that. That's all we need to do. And it's aligned with that one. And a little bit more. Whoops. That was a little too much, but let's see if that still works. It's a little more than I wanted, but we'll see if we can get it to work. See if we can make it work. Is it going to go? It's... okay. Alright. I did go too far. Alright, we're going to go back a little bit. There we go. Okay. Now when I go, I left it in reverse, so when I go, I'm going to go the wrong way. Alright. See what we got here. See if we can get this to keep going. What's it doing? Is it loading it onto that one? There we go. Okay, cool. Forward. There we go. And they both stopped anyway. Okay. Yeah, that was one of the nice things about the mod was you could do that on RRO. Whoops. A little bit more extended on the extended mod. You could totally line these up, and then you could. The map was better at it too. The map was better for figuring out where things were lined up. Because this doesn't tell you anything. Alright. And then we've got what? One more car or two? Do we have 7 or 8? It is 2 more cars. Okay, cool. Alright, we'll get those up there. And I think that's it. Let's see. Whoops. Go like this. Yeah, I think this front one's not going to load. That's what I thought. Yeah, the front one's not going to load. Okay. So we need to go back a little bit. There we go. All right. Re-rail. Let's try that. And that should load. And how many did we end up with? See, we still got 38. I don't know how many we got robbed because it was putting them on the wrong car or anything like that. if that happened or not. But I think we lost some logs too. Okay, so yeah, we got everything loaded up. Is that the last one? Reverser. Yep. Cool. And let me see here. Do we have our switches? Yeah, I think we're done here, and that's going to be it for episode 34. Join me in episode 35. Yeah, we're not going to have time to get all the way down there and unload and all that stuff. So yeah, join me for episode 35. We'll get the lumber down there, and that means we get to get our oil barrels. So we are going to have to bring the cordwood cars over. So yeah, that's going to be it for 34. Join me in episode 35, and we'll see you then. Later.